Merry Christmas, everyone. I'm Mindy Laven, and this is Deck the Halls. My design decorating theme this year is Winter Wonderland with just a hint of glam. So come on inside and I'll show you some great DIY decorations that you can make yourself. One of the first things I'd like to show you is a little do-it-yourself gift for a friend. I really actually began this just with a silver tray from the Dollar Tree store, and I used a can of chalkboard spray paint. I taped the tray edges off with a little bit of blue painter's tape, sprayed up the middle with the chalkboard spray paint, and voila, this beautiful little tray was born. I added an embellishment at the top, sat it on a little stand, also from the dollar store, and for $3, I have something that I think is fantastically beautiful that I'd be proud to give to any of my friends. The next thing I'd like to show you is a beautiful little Christmas ornament that I made out of an item that you probably have already in your home. I used a clothespin. I simply took the clothespin apart, glued it back together in another way, drilled a little hole in the top, added some twine, and made an ornament that actually looks like a snowflake. I used a little bit of my favorite new Krylon Creme Brulee paint and a little bit of Krylon glitter spray to give it just that hint of glam that I'm using in my Winter Wonderland theme. I'm going to use these as ornaments to give to friends, tie-ons for a gift, and I've also used them as a garland in my own home. Check out how I used my snowflake clothespin ornaments to make a little garland for my mantle. I also used the same spray paint technique on these pine cones. I added a little cup hook on the top and was able to hang them also on the burlap garland. I love that the final DIY for this episode is making a burlap wreath. I started with something really simple, a foam wreath form that you can get at any craft store. I used all different types of burlap ribbon, one that's wired, one that's frayed, and one that's a little bit more sturdy. I bound them together in little groupings and actually just stapled them to make my little bundles. I glued them on the wreath using a glue gun, and voila, something really simple, really beautiful, and almost free. I really had a lot of fun putting together my tree this year. I added some little woodland creatures, I stuffed in a few little evergreen boughs, but one of the things that I like the most are the little mini lamps. I wire them down the middle, plug them into the lights on the tree, and they come on when the tree comes on. We've got our Winter Wonderland and our hint of glam. Would you believe me if I told you that most of the things on this table came from the 99-cent store? Added to a few things I've made and a few things that I already had, I think I have a table here that looks like $1 million. Finally, this year, I think I've set up something that everyone in the family can enjoy, a hot chocolate bar. Who doesn't love hot chocolate? I've got every kind of marshmallow, all kinds of designer hot cocos, and a little bit of candy to sprinkle on top. This year is gonna be sweet. Thanks for joining me today. Here's wishing you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. For your daily dose of decorating, check me out on MindyLavenInteriors.com. See you next time.